On the last part, Trunks plans to go to the past one last time to inform the Z Fighters of the good news that the androids have been defeated. However, Cell ambushes Trunks, taking his place. However, as Cell inputs the time he wants to travel back to, he mistypes a single number. Instead of age 763, Cell instead finds himself in age 743, 20 years before he was supposed to arrive. Long before even the events of Dragon Ball Z, Cell was at a loss of what to do. Dr. Gero took nearly 20 years to complete his research on androids 17 and 18, so coercing Dr. Gero now wouldn't bring him much closer to perfection. He had also entered Capsule Corporation to threaten Dr. Briefs to help him refuel the time machine. However, a time machine was still something far out of Dr. Briefs' expertise. However, Cell suddenly felt a key signature. This greatly piqued his interest. Cell arrived in the vicinity of Mount Paozu, and all he saw was destruction, and in the midst of it, a giant monkey, a giant pig. It was Goku. Meanwhile, in the midst of dodging, Grandpa Gohan stumbles and falls onto the floor. He closes his eyes, accepting his impending death, as a huge brown foot starts to descend onto him. However, when he opens his eyes, Grandpa Gohan realizes that he was saved by a green being who was none other than Cell. Cell decides to spare Goku, as killing Goku at his weakest right now would be a disgraceful act, even for him. As Cell turns around to leave, Grandpa Gohan stops him, asking him whether he wanted to stay for dinner. Cell whips around, looking at Grandpa Gohan with suspicion and bewilderment. As Cell continues thinking about Grandpa Gohan's offer, this is where we'll start off the what if for today. Let's get straight into the video. Cell continues staring straight at Grandpa Gohan, wondering if he had some sort of ploy up his sleeve. Grandpa Gohan, however, just continues smiling at Cell, no fear in sight. Though Grandpa Gohan looked friendly and comfortable on the outside, on the inside he still had his guard up. After all, he could sense ki, and the feeling that Cell's ki was giving off was malicious to say the least. So Grandpa Gohan couldn't trust Cell completely. Cell ends the staring contest first, stating that he would accept Grandpa Gohan's offer. He had analyzed all the various possibilities and had deemed Grandpa Gohan of no threat to him. Grandpa Gohan simply smiles reassuringly as he picks up the unconscious Goku and beckons Cell to follow him as they make their way towards the house. At the dining table, Grandpa Gohan asks to Cell, asking his name and why he came here. Cell wasn't one to beat about the bush, and states that he was here to kill Goku and become perfect. However, Grandpa Gohan simply laughs it off. Cell finishes his meal as he turns and prepares to leave. However, as he flies off, he hears Grandpa Gohan shouting from below, telling Cell to come around next week as well. Cell didn't want to admit it, but he actually rather enjoyed Grandpa Gohan's company, and the nice food he serves was also a bonus. Obviously, this doesn't just mean Cell's gonna turn good on anything. In fact, immediately after Cell leaves, he continues committing mass genocide, absorbing tens, thousands more people. However, Cell went back to thinking about his time back at Grandpa Gohan's place, how much at peace he felt. He didn't actually have an obligation to grow stronger, or even an obligation to kill Goku. He needn't worry about Dr. Gero's mission or whatever. His decisions would be purely his and his own. This drove Cell to even visit the next week as well. It was more like he wanted to prove to himself that he could and would be able to talk to Grandpa Gohan and Goku peacefully without any feelings of resentment surfacing due to Dr. Gero's program. At Goku's first meeting with Cell, Goku shows his naivety and innocence as he immediately warms up to Cell. Cell tried to scare Goku away, however Goku was fearless and wasn't scared by Cell one bit. This feeling of comfort and peace was what made Cell visit the week after that, and then the week after that, for many weeks straight. One of the times, Cell saw Grandpa Gohan sparring with Goku and had a great idea. Currently, he was no doubt the strongest on planet Earth, maybe even the entire universe. With no one to challenge him, Cell was beginning to find his existence boring. From now on, he would start training Goku to be his rival, so that Goku could give him a good fight one day. And once that day comes by, they will have a fight to the death. Cell raises a suggestion to Grandpa Gohan, obviously omitting the latter part of his idea. Grandpa Gohan readily accepts his proposal. Throughout the past few months, Grandpa Gohan has been noticing a change in Cell. A more apt description would be how Cell's ki felt. At the start, Cell's ki was without a doubt fully malicious and evil. However, his ki was beginning to feel less and less sinister as the time went by. Cell was merciless in his training with Goku though, not giving Goku a chance to breathe. However, Goku was a Saiyan, and relished the challenge that Cell gave. Cell was slowly becoming more tame as he interacted with Goku and Grandpa Gohan. However, someone had already witnessed Cell massacre thousands and would no longer stand idly by. He deemed Cell a threat. However, he knew that he was no match for Cell either, not even close. He needed a way to defeat Cell, a way that didn't rely on a direct power competition. This person was none other than the Guardian of Earth, Kami. Kami nods to Popo, trusting him to safeguard the lookout as he jumps off, heading to a certain island in the sea. On the next part, a conflict between Kami and Cell shall soon arise. How will this fight go? And exactly what type of idea does Kami have up his sleeve? Well, these are all questions we'll answer in the next part on Dragon Ball Z.